Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm doing a sort of like soft, smoky, mauvey, purpley looking eye for you using several MAC products. A couple new things that I have gotten that you will see in a future haul, but I'm going to use it for today because I'm waiting. You know what? I explain all this in the video. So keep watching to see my wearable, purpley, mauvey, smoky eye. Alright, starting off with my eyebrows. I don't know why, I just always do those first. I'm going to use a little bit of my NW20 Studio Finish Concealer on a 212 brush. And I like to use this because sometimes it can help map out your eyebrows for you. I like that it gives me just a little bit of a highlight. What is on my face? I like that it gives me a little bit of a highlight underneath my brows. So you can either use something like this, or you can use like the Eyebrow. I kind of go back and forth between the two. So I like them both. And I know a lot of people when they do their eyebrows, like eyebrows are such a big thing now. They're huge. I have people that come to my counter just to have their eyebrows filled in. But it's a really big thing now. Eyebrows are totally in. So I like to do this part. Number one, I do this anyway all the time, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just sort of blend that through. I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, a lot of people are really into brows now. Some people like that sort of stamped out brow. Others are a little more natural with it. If you want that more sort of structured, stamped out eyebrow, you don't have to do what I'm doing and blend the concealer through. I like to do that because I don't want the concealer to be as obvious on my face. So I always blend it through. And then a little bit of my NYX wax pencil. And then I just comb the wax through. And normally I use Brun eyeshadow through my brows, but I've been trying something different lately and using charcoal brown. It's a little bit lighter. And that's what that looks like. I'll show you Brun. Brun is quite a bit darker. So this is the one that I usually use. This is the one that I've been using lately. I had some highlight to put in my hair. Again, my hair is still up because I haven't had time to cut it. I'll zoom in a little bit on my eyebrows. But anyway, I had my hair highlighted, but I haven't had a chance to get it cut, which usually, you know, when you get your hair highlighted, you get it cut right after, but I didn't have time for the cut, so I have to go back for that. And I've been letting my brows grow in. Like, I don't know if you can see this front part right here is really long. I've been doing that on purpose because sometimes when I want sort of a more natural look, sometimes I'll sort of comb my brows up like that and then just lightly sort of pull them over. That front part, I should say. So I did go through a phase where I was really into that sort of more structured eyebrow, that stamped out brow, but lately I've been, you know, I like the structure, but I'm not as, let's say, meticulous about them as I was. And definitely a lot of people sort of like that concealer look underneath here. So if you like that, then don't go through and blend it first like I did. And I'll show you what you can do so that you don't have a glob of concealer stuck there. What you do is you take your, what did I do with it? You take your 212 and then you just kind of pull the concealer down like that so it's not just stuck. But if you're wanting a more natural look and just really enjoy that sort of highlight look that you get from the concealer, apply it first and then blend it through like I did. Right. Okay, so we're going to move on to the eyeballs. You can use soft ochre paint pot, you can use an NYX. Everybody's home today because it's a Wednesday. Kids are out of school. Close the door, please. Thank you. Kids are out of school. It's summer. My husband's off today. I'm off today. So it's definitely different trying to make a video when everybody's home. And my husband will be walking through in a minute because he's in the shower. And I can hear him putzing around in there, so he'll be walking through soon. So anyway, you can use like soft ochre paint pot. You can use an NYX jumbo stick. This one's in milk. Anything light you can use as a base. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. I really need a new one of these. This one is kind of old. I've had it forever. I think this is the first jumbo stick that I bought from NYX.
How you doing? What's up?
Alright, so I just have to cut out a whole part here because my husband came in and we started talking, and yeah, so anyway, what I did was I put the jumbo pencil on. I blended it with my Rite Aid brush. I don't know what this is. This is what it looks like. If you have a Rite Aid near, I recommend this brush. It's awesome. I also put some along the bottom here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some on this side. And obviously you don't have to be 100% neat about it because you're blending it. But what I do like to do is keep a little bit more of a concentration of the white at the lash line and then just blend it up. And I'm taking it up through my crease and even up a little bit higher. And then along the bottom. For that part you can use your finger to blend or your brush, whatever's easiest for you. Alright, so for my, ooh, I look really strange in the little thingy, viewfinder thingy over here. I look like an alien. Alright, so for the crease, I'm going to use Quarry. This is from MAC. I'm trying not to use all MAC colors, but I did wear this to work, and or the eye look I wore to work. And that was another thing I wanted to tell you guys too, is that I was at work for all of probably, I would say 15 minutes, and I had gotten 3 compliments on this look. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a video out of this because it's pretty. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. This is a 217, and I'm going to go right into my crease with this. And I'm just going to blend like crazy. You can use any brush you like, honestly. Your favorite blending brush, whatever you happen to like. And blending is key. Blending is what's going to make your eyeshadow look awesome. If you know how to blend, you can make anything look good. And I mean, honestly, that's really all it is just the blending. So what I do is I actually start in my crease, which in the past I've always said start above, but what I do and what I've been doing for quite some time, even before I started working for MAC, is I start in the crease and then I blend it up. See how I'm kind of blending up onto my brow bone? So I'll just kind of start in that crease and go up. And for that part I do tip my head back a little bit so that I can see sort of like how much is left in the crease that needs to be blended. Because the one thing, if you have really deep set eyes and you don't blend enough through that crease, you know, looking straight ahead it's going to look awesome, but as soon as you look down or you close your eyes, you don't want like a high concentration of color stuck in that crease. So you want to make sure that everything is nicely blended. And what you can do actually is, if you want to, you can take a fluffier brush to blend it out. Just be careful though when you use a big fluffy brush like this to blend, because if you don't have a lot of space between, let's say, your eyebrow and your crease, you can end up taking that color up too high. So just be kind of careful how you're blending. When I use this brush, I know it looks like I'm just going all over the place with it, but if you notice, I'm not going up too high with the brush. Just kind of staying in the crease, and then this is when tilting your head back helps if you're going to use a fluffier brush, because if you don't, then that color is just going to go right up underneath your eyebrow. Alright, now I didn't do this the day that I was receiving compliments on my look, but I wanted to toss a little bit of a brown color in there. Yay, look what I got! I'm going to do a haul video, but probably not until this weekend maybe, because there is one more item that I'm getting that I want to share with you guys, and so yeah, that's why I'm going to wait. But I just happen to have this next to me, and I'm going to take a little bit of this color here. It is called Sultry. Whoops! That's what it looks like. I feel like a klutz today. The big fluffy brush, a little bit of Sultry, and then I'm tapping some of that off. And I'm just going to go right into my crease here. And just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm just going seriously, like dabbing the brush in, tapping some of it off, and then just putting it right into the crease. Okay, the next color I'm going to use is in my Laura Mercier palette. What is this? This is the, I don't know where the box is. This is the, I don't know, Artist of the Eye palette. I was trying to find a nice inner corner highlight color, so I'm going to use this one here. It's called Primrose, and I'm going to go ahead and place that right into the inner corner. What I'm going to use now is a Pro Longwear eyeshadow from MAC. It is called Mauveless, and I've had this for a while and didn't use it, and then I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a 217 brush. I found it in my drawer, and I was like, I need to pull that out and use it, and I'm glad I did, because like I said, I got loads of compliments on my look that day. So obviously not taking this all the way in, because we just placed a little bit of a highlight color. And I'm going to take a fluffier brush. This is a Japanese brush, and I believe I just hit myself in the nose. I believe that this is like their crease brush, but I don't know, I never use it for the crease. This is going to go right along the lower lash line, and you can take the color down as far as you want. This is going to be kind of smoky. When I did it, I had the color down pretty far, like how you can see there. And then what I do is I sort of pull it up here on the side and meet it up, so kind of like that V shape right here. So that's how you want it to look. I guess I should zoom in a little bit. Just like that. Looks kind of messy. That's the one thing, like smoky eyes, they always look messy until you're done with like your liner and like doing your little bit of cleanup at the end. Alright, the next product is a pressed pigment from MAC. You guys have seen this before. I love this pressed pigment. It is called Mauve, and that's what it looks like. It's beautiful. If you don't know anything about pressed pigments, just know that they fall down like crazy. MAC sells pigments, and pigments are generally loose. It's a loose eyeshadow, but they have a pressed form. It's still kind of messy, so you definitely want to do your foundation last if you're going to use one of these. If you just need to do your foundation first, then make sure you shield your cheek, because this will fall down. So I'm going to use that same brush, and what I like to do is just sort of like press it in and load up the brush, and then I'll tap some of it off, because again, this is going to end up all over my cheek. Maybe get a piece of paper here so I can block some of it. And what I do is I just start to press it on, and pressing works great instead of just trying to go back and forth. See, it goes on, but it kind of limits the amount of fall down. Another thing too that generally I will do before I use the pigment is I'll do my eyeliner, but for this look I decided to do the pigment first. And again, just pressing in, just like that. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot. See that? That would end up all over your cheek. And if you'd already done your foundation, whoa, mama, is there going to be a mess. Okay. And then I'm going to use a pencil brush. Again, doesn't have to be MAC. It's just what's in front of me. And I'm going to take that same envelope, and I'm going to press this in along my lower lash line. And actually for that part, I am going to go back and forth. So what I'm going to do is press, and then I'm going to take it back and forth like that. Now if you wear contacts or you have sensitive eyes, be careful with this because it will flick into your eyeball. It doesn't feel good because I just did it. Anyway, now what? Oh, eyeliner. So that's basically it. If you feel like you need to go back in with a little bit more of a crease color, you can do that. Like I think I might pop a little bit more on this side. And you can decide if you feel like you need to take it up a little bit higher. Like I think this side is good, but this side doesn't look as high. Alright, so eyeliner is next. I really feel like I need to wipe my face off, but after I press the liner in, I will wipe my face because what ends up happening is I push the black eyeshadow in and it falls down anyway. So I'm going to use a matte black. This is a 212 brush from MAC. And what I'm doing is just pressing this in to my lash line, and you guys have seen me do this before. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some black mascara, and I'm going to use, I'm still using this Dior Addict It Flash mascara. I got this little sample. I really, really like it. It's a little bit on the dry side, so if you don't like drier formulas, it's probably not for you. But I happen to like drier formulas because I feel like when it's too wet, I have a tendency to make more of a mess when I put my mascara on. So I like something that's a little bit on the dry side. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give my eyeballs a break. I have to go in and fix a little bit of my eyeliner because what happens, does this happen to anybody else? You curl your lashes and half of your eyeliner comes off. Like, I hate that. It's annoying. I still have not figured out how to make that not happen. I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, please feel free to leave that below in the comments because it's super frustrating. I can't go in and fix my eyeliner until my mascara dries, and I'm not going to do my bottom lashes until the top dries because if I do the bottom too soon, then I get the marks above, you know, all of these horrible problems that we have when it comes to makeup. Why do we love it so much? Because sometimes it's such a pain, right? Alright, face. I'm going to use a little bit of my Strivectin all over, and this is the daytime, and it has an SPF of 30. This goes all over my face. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of my primer, which I'm kind of getting bored with this Natural Radiance primer. I was reading up on Hourglass primer. A lot of people happen to really like that. I don't know, I'm looking for a good primer for my face. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, if you used anything that you really love and you think that I'm going to like it, leave it below for me. Because that's something else that I want to get when I go shopping with the Mad Shopper, is to find a primer. She, I believe in her points from Sephora, I think she said she got an Hourglass primer in her point perk thing. So I don't know. I haven't used my points in so long. I've got like 1,000 points. I haven't used them. And I can't even tell you the last time I used my points. Okay, so primer is on. So I'm excited to show you guys these brushes. Now, this is horrible, and hopefully by the time this video comes up, I will have the name of these brushes. But I went on Amazon, and the day that I ordered my Nude Tude palette, a suggestion popped up on the bottom for these brushes. It was a set of 4. I've been wanting to try like Sigma's brushes, but I don't know. I hate ordering online. I don't know, whatever. And I realized I ordered these online also, but it was $8 for 4 brushes, and they're awesome. When I do my haul, I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about it. For my foundation, I'm going to use my YSL Latent to, I don't know. It's a foundation. That's what the bottle or the box looks like. I don't know why I still have the box. My color is 40, BD 40, beige 40. Anyway, so I pop a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and I love this brush. And I remember I was telling you guys about how I wasn't sure about this foundation because of the brush. Well, when my friend told me about the Sigma brush that she uses and how she loves it with the YSL foundation, I was like, alright, I need to give that a try. And obviously I don't have Sigma brushes to compare this guy to, but it looks pretty close to me. I don't know. And I did have several people on Instagram asking me like what I thought of them and like who the brushes are by. I cannot remember. It's just some generic brand. But I really like this foundation so much more now. Like, tons better now. And I like to blend to death. I mean, I buff, and I buff, and I buff. Because I think foundation looks so much better when it's really buffed in. I'm going to go ahead and conceal. Use a little bit of my Pixie Peach corrector. And just drop the lid. And my favorite concealer brush, which is the Sephora Airbrush concealer brush. Matter of fact, when I was watching Lisa the other day, she was saying that one of her favorite brushes for, I believe it was putting on her a mineral foundation. She loves using her. She has a big version of this. And they really are awesome brushes. According to her, you can't get this style anymore. I don't know if they just redid the handle or whatever, but I'm sure that they have something very similar to this brush, but it's my favorite, and I'm glad that I got it. A little bit of my NW20 concealer. Pro Longwear concealer. That's another thing, too, that I'm in the market for is I want to try another concealer. I've been using this same one for over a year, and I really like it, but I feel like I just want to try something different, you know? I really, really, really wanted to try that Clé de Peau concealer, but they didn't have it at Beechwood Mall, which sucks because they have a Saks and a Nordstrom in there, and it was on, I believe it was the Saks website, but I don't want to try, I don't want to buy something online without being able to try it. That's, I don't know, it's just not my thing. And I realize that you can return stuff, but I am so lazy when it comes to returning. I'm not kidding. I still have that NARS eyeshadow that I need to return. It's been sitting here for 3 weeks. By the time I get around to it, they're going to be like, yeah, right. I'm going to use a little bit of my Light Boost Prep and Prime highlighter pen. And I'm just going to put a little bit here. I recommend, if you're going to use this to highlight, do one side at a time. And either like use your finger or a brush to sort of like press it in. Because I found with these highlighter pens that if you put it on and blend, like if you put it on both sides and then you start blending on one side, by the time you get to the other side, it's dried and it's really hard to move around. And I found that out the hard way on a customer. I had to spray her face with Fix Plus to sort of like revive the highlighter pen so that I could move it around, and it felt like a disaster. Like I seriously wanted to start all over with her skin. Luckily I was able to fix it, but just to save yourself a little bit of trouble, do one side at a time. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of my cream bronzer from Chanel. And I'm going to use a MAC 163 brush. If you're not good at contouring, this kind of takes the guesswork out of it. And I'm contouring because I'm going to show you guys something that I got. I almost feel like I probably shouldn't even do the haul tutorial or video because half the stuff that I got I'm like showing you guys. I am going to use this guy. This is a 159. I'm just going to blend up. When you're contouring, it's important to, like in this area, blend the contour up. If you blend down, you're defeating the purpose of that contour. Oh, I had a nightmare the other day that my leukemia came back. I was so happy I woke up in my own bed. When you're blending, again, blend up, and you can do kind of like an arc shape here. The one thing about the Chanel bronzer, it only comes in one color, so if you're any darker than, I would say, like a NW25 or an NW30, it doesn't really show up very well. So keep that in mind. If you've been like really wanting it, think about your skin tone. Go to Chanel, check it out, because you may be too dark for it. You know, if you have a little bit of a tan, I don't have a lot of it. I don't have any tan. I'm still as white as a ghost, but I think if you're any darker than like an NW30, it may not show up. I'm going to powder a little bit, and I have my Mineralized Skin Finish in medium tan. Now this is going to make me look darker. And typically I use this brush to put it on because it's a little bit denser and shorter, but I don't want to add too much color to my face, so I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush to apply it. And I am avoiding this part of my face because I'm going to put something there. But you can see even this powder adds some color. So what I do is I take it down my neck, because I'm not this dark naturally, but I love this color. I think it's pretty. Okay, I'm excited because I got the Anastasia Contour Kit. I like it. I've used it every day since I bought it. I like it a lot. It has these 6 different shades in it, contour and highlight. I like using this yellow. Now I do have the Ben Nye powder. It's a little bit warmer. This is a little more cool toned. Kind of reminds me of our yellow at work, but not as bright, which I like. I feel like the yellow color corrector that we have at work is a little, I don't know, on the bright side for me anyway. And then what I'm going to do is I need a brush. I need more of these Real Technique setting brushes. I love them. I wish that one wasn't dirty. I guess I'll just use this guy. I'm going to go right into that yellow highlight color, and that is going to go right in here. Ta-da! Ooh, before I forget, I'm going to put my mascara on. Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. This is new also. I used to love using this, and then I don't know what happened. I just stopped buying it. But I forgot how much I like it. It doesn't transfer down. A lot of times mascaras will transfer down on my lower, right underneath my lash line. It's very annoying. So I went back to my bottom lash. Okay, I feel highlighted right now. I probably got a little ahead of myself, but I really like this contour kit. I'm going to use it for when I do weddings. Very exciting, and I need a brush. Maybe we'll actually use a contour brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, and I'm taking this middle color here. It's a little bit on the cool side, not as warm, and I'm going to kind of go in that area there and blend up. And then I'm going to go over here. Now the one thing about me is this part of my face here, my temples really dive in. So here's the top of my cheekbone. See, I don't know how to... There's the top of my cheekbone. You can see how much of a gap there is between like my cheekbone and my temple. So I have to be careful with contour in that area because it just makes it look even more sunken in. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of blush. This is my Milani Luminoso, one of my like all-time favorite colors. It's a beautiful peach. I love it. It's very pretty. Actually, no, I'm going to highlight first. Bobbi Brown. I love this. It's the apricot highlighter. I use it all the time. I just think it's very pretty. I love it. And then this is where one of my most favorite brushes comes into play. It's my Real Technique setting brush, and I just kind of like swirl that all around. Pop that right in here, trying to avoid my wrinkles. So I'm going just below where my wrinkles are. That's it. That's all I use of that. I don't put a whole lot on. Although I love it and I think it's beautiful, I don't want to be a glitter ball. Then I'm going to use an angle brush in the Luminoso, and this stuff is very pigmented, so you've been warned. And I like to kind of just dust my blush on. I like to do the highlighter first because I like the mix of the blush with the highlight. I think it's very pretty. I like it. Alright, and then I am going to do one more thing here. I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, and what I like to do with this one is I just take a fluffy brush, if I can find one. I feel like everything is dirty even though I just washed all of my stuff. Do you ever have that where you're just looking for a brush and you're like, it's almost like, you know, when you say, I have nothing to wear, and you open your closet and you have a closet full of clothes? Same thing. I got all these brushes sitting in front of me and I can't decide which one I want to use. I think I'm actually going to... No, I don't want that one. It's too dense. And this one's got blush all over it, but let me see if I can wipe it off. I'm wiping my brush off on my pajama pants right now. Alright, so this is the Ambient Lighting palette. I think it's awesome. Very pretty. I am going to take this center color here, which is called Incandescent Light, the center one, on this Real Techniques stippling brush. This is the Duo Fiber Contour brush, and what I'm going to do with this is just pat this down the center of my face. And I don't like to go overboard with this, just a little bit, enough to catch light, that's it. I don't, again, want to walk around looking like a glitter bomb. I decided I'm going to line my lower waterline, and I'm going to use a little bit of Prunella. I really like this color a lot. I need to get another one soon. I have had this eyeliner for a very long time. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to use this on my lower waterline. Okay, I think that's pretty, and I think that that is exactly what my look needed for today. So I'm going to go ahead and do lips real quick. And I left my lipstick behind me, so I'm going to go grab that. So lately I've really been liking this combination of Kinda Sexy and Spice Lip Pencil. Again, with this, I need a new way to store this stuff. It's starting to get on my nerves just slightly, and obviously I know that I can get this stuff together before I even get started, but it's like I get so excited to make a video that I forget half of the stuff that I want to use. Alright, I can't find Spice. I think it's in my bag. So I'm going to go ahead and use this pencil from OCC, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. The color is called Trick. That's what it looks like. And it's a really nice sort of, I guess it's a nude, but it looks more like has a little bit of a rosy sort of like brown undertone to it. Sometimes I'm really awful at describing colors, go figure. And then I'm going to use a little bit of a lip primer, and I have this one from Doo-Wop. It's a Lip Venom. Because I have some wrinkles around my lips, and yeah, I got some wrinkles around my lips, so that kind of helps to fill it out a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and line. Okay, I decided that I needed to go find Spice, because this just, although actually, holy cow, it is pretty similar. Spice is just a little bit darker. Let me show you. There's Spice, there's the OCC. I really wanted Spice, so I just went and got it. and then kind of sexy. I've been wearing this a whole heck of a lot lately. I really like it. I learned about this lip combination from somebody. I can't remember who now. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it was Lisa. I think that's who I got that from. Lisa from Lisa D1. If you guys like watching haul videos, and you know, if you like seeing like mostly like higher end makeup and clothing and shoes and things like that, she does haul videos every Friday. And then she does throw in an occasional tutorial. And then I like watching her use the different brands that she buys. I really, really would love to try something from Burberry and Tom Ford. She was talking about this one Tom Ford palette. It was brown colors. I think they were all matte. And I actually did look at the Saks website. I cannot remember for the life of me which one it was, but I really want that. So anyway, I'm done. I like this. Like I said, I got tons of compliments on this look. I think it's pretty. My brown eyes look, well, I don't know, because I feel like I'm being blinded, but like when I try to just look without the light, that's ridiculous. I feel like my eyes look really brown. Anyway, so I hope you guys like my look for today. If you haven't gotten the contour kit and you're looking for an easy way to contour, I don't want to say an easy way to contour, but if you want more sort of variety, look into this. And then also it's got the 3 highlight shades in it too. I've only used the middle one yet, or so far, so I like it. But that's it. I think this is a good look to wear. It was pretty easy, I think. Like I said, it took me longer to do my eyeliner than it did my actual like eye makeup. I've got these crazy hairs. I did my nails this morning, or actually I did them probably, I don't know, 45 minutes or so before I started filming, and I ruined them. It's Bikini So Teeny, and then the glitter is one from, what is that? I'll just put it below because I can't remember. Nails Inc. Something Garden, something or other. I can't remember, but I'll put it below. But Bikini So Teeny, I love it. It's so very summery. My nails are just crud right now. I started taking biotin, hoping that that would help. I had, and I'm not flipping anybody off, but I had a serious mishap with that thumb, or that finger right there. That sucker just ripped off. That did not feel good. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like my look. Oh, and by the way, because somebody was asking, I don't put false lashes on because I'm allergic to the glue. I need to find latex-free glue before I can wear eyelashes. If you put eyelashes on with this, it would look amazing. But I can't wear eyelashes till I get off my lazy butt, go online and try to find a website that sells latex-free glue. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys too was I am getting my P.O. box. I've been putting it off forever. That'll just make it easier to, because I just did a swap with somebody, and I hate when like boxes sit out at my front door and nobody's home to get it. So it really is just so to make like swapping easier. Every once in a blue moon, a company will send me a package, and again, I don't want it just sitting out on my front door stoop. So as soon as I get that squared away, I will make that information available to you guys. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think of my look for today, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.